following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Robert in New Jersey. Hey, Robert, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. A great show. I've been listening to you for years. You got a great thing. I've been listening to you for over a decade. So it's amazing. You've done a great job.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Believe in the magic of tomorrow, and your spirits will be lifted on the wings of hope. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 14. NASDAQ is down 6. S&Ps are off $1.50. Gold contract up $10.80, trading at $1,241 an ounce. Silver up 47 cents at $14.98 an ounce. Platinum down a buck at $9.37 an ounce. Copper up 5.5 pennies at $2.19 a pound. Copper's going topside in a big way, folks. These commodities in general are going topside in a big way. Oil up 27 cents at $34.67 a barrel. Bonds, you have the 10-year note down 7 ticks, 129.11. 30-year bond up 13 ticks, 162.24. King dollar's giving it up again, down 155, 98.21. The euro is trading at 108, and the yen is at 113.40. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so if you look at the SPY, folks, what we did with the SPY is this. Yesterday, you took the swing point out, took it out with volume. We did volume yesterday of, 141 million, taking out the 136. We're at 198.21. Bottom line is that, as expect, the benchmark that we were talking about, I have been talking about for, a couple weeks now, is 199.83. When this took out that swing with volume, that sets up that it can fill this whole gap. That gap is 205.76. So those are the numbers that you're going to want to be looking at, folks. So bottom line, this market, there she goes. Okay, this market wants higher price. We go into the NDX 100. We take a look at the 3 Qs. Same setup in the 3 Qs. What you have with the 3 Qs, we took out the swing, took it out with volume. Yesterday we did 37 million shares. Taking out the 32 million, what does that set up? That sets up 111.84. So the number, the two benchmarks you want to look at. So you have the high volume spike low from December 18th, which is 109.83. But I expect you're going to actually go into that gap, which is 111.84. And what you're going to be looking for, if in fact this is going to be a sell, you're going to be looking for the volume to contract once again as you get up into those levels. Let's go to our man Alex in Newton. Hey, Alex, what's going on, brother?
Hi, Tom. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Pretty good. Great day. I love this sideways trading. It's the best thing you can do.
You like that? No, that's a beautiful thing, man.
So I wanted to talk about commodities and inflation.
Okay.
We have a clear signal. If you will take a look at commodities, some of them are breaking big time. I bought today JJC, for example.
Yep.
Which is a copper.
Yes.
And if you will take a look at
JJC, folks, took all the swing points out with volume. Yep, no doubt.
If you will take a look at TIP,
and let's see, so.
Without O.
Yeah, the TIP, that's the iShare Tips Fund, and what this fund does, folks, it tracks the Barclays U.S. Treasury Inflation Note Index, okay? The index measures the performance of inflated, protected public obligations of the U.S. Treasury, known as TIPS.
To me, it screams for inflation.
Oh, listen, I'm a commodity bull, man. Listen, we caught the bottom, and I think this is just like 2002. This thing's going, man. Iron ore even went up yesterday. You know, so
Do you think all the commodities are just a long-term hold, or it's a tradable?
no, I'm looking at a big score. Yeah, I'm looking at a big score.
Big score, you talk about 50%, 100%, 200%.
And commodities, and depending on how you're going to do this, I mean, we get stocks right now that I'm up already in about 40 to 60% across the board. But I don't plan on selling some of these, man, until these are 7 to 10 bangers. My take, but you know that's another year. But that's where I'm looking.
But
Yeah.
if I can ask you a special stock, for example, ERX, where will be your target?
ERX. Okay, so let's see. This is okay. Now you wouldn't want to trade this long term though. This is the direction 3 times bull of the energy shares.
Yes.
So
My target on this approximately around $26.
okay. So no, I just want to make sure that people understand what ends up happening is that I like trading these, okay, but these are short-term vehicles. So yeah, this is a good move. You know, we get you up $1 today. You're at 2032. It's breaking the swing point. You're going to have just about the same amount of volume, which is cool. So this can go. Yeah, let's go to $27 in a heartbeat, man. Yeah. Yeah. The way, if you're looking for something that you can ride for, you know, where you know, let's say it's 6 months, 8 months, I would look for one of the small gold or silver stocks. That's where my head's at.
Do you think we will get some retracement before they will go higher?
I don't think we're going to get a retracement, no. No, these things will probably go to, you know, the way that the gold market is trading right now, it looks to me like we're going to go to 1,400 first. You know,
so you will trade juniors, not big stocks.
This is what the difference is. I trade both, okay? But on the last run-up, you can't make, well, you can, okay? But it's a lot harder making, you know, let's say let's say a stock that's $20, okay? And the gold mine really doesn't go to 200. A stock that is $1 does go to $10, and the gold mine is. You know, so I look for equities that are lower priced, that are making money, that I feel that can get that expansion. And if you want to hear this is what the sickest thing is too, folks, okay? What ends up happening is that when it gets up there, you got to sell it. Because when it does get up there, what ends up happening, all these new people that come in the marketplace, they're looking at a $10 stock. And so what you're hearing here, you're hearing the technical aspect of it, the fundamental aspect of it, and then the greed aspect of it. And what I've found is that the other players that will come in, they'll say, oh, that's a $10, $12 stock. I want to buy that. Well, good. Here, you can take all you want. Here's 50,000 shares of it, man. See you later. I'm out of here. I'm going to go groove for a while. So.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Hey.
You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are up 5. You get the NASDAQ flat. S&Ps are up $1.50. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 6. You get the NASDAQ flat. S&Ps are up $1.50. And as we do each and every Wednesday at 20 past the first hour, we have our man, Mr. Darryl Martin, up. Don't forget, folks, Darryl, my son Tom, Monday and Fridays, 10 to 11 o'clock, we do a great show. We trade the Nadex product. Well, we trade it every day, but bottom line, we specialize it in on Mondays and Fridays, 10 a.m. Darryl Martin, what's going on?
How you doing, man?
Doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Yeah, having a fantastic day.
Hey,
so
that's
little
right.
premium collection day, you know, so not as much volatility, but good day.
No doubt. Those oil numbers come out this morning. That was fun.
Yes, so you gotta love Wednesday oil releases every Wednesday, and go in on those. And what I like to do is I like to usually that's a binary trade. I like to strangle those like about 5 minutes before the oil report.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah, just get some cheap out of the monies and just go for a 1-to-1, just a quick trade. And most of the time it works. So if a 1-to-1 and you're winning more often than not, then you know you're netting out a profit.
Right. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, just come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner. Hit it. You can bring up the exchange. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. Bottom line, you see how it's defined risk trade. It's basically you're buying options, folks, and it's a great platform. You know, in particular, the volatility that we have out here, you know, in these markets right now, it's about as good as you can get for trading in general because of the volatility. And when you do that defined risk, you're bringing down the amount that you have to put up is dramatically less when you are wrong. And, of course, we're in a probability business, so you are going to be wrong.
Exactly. So if you want to, the real thing about trading is survival. And through being all those wrong choices and making sure that you're able to manage that risk, and Nadex just built to help you do that because it's the nature of a defined risk option.
Yeah,
so.
No doubt. And they put on more spreads in the oil contracts, too, right?
Yeah, they're going to add them across the board.
Okay.
Yeah,
they have them in the simulated model right now, right?
Right. They're even in NASDAQ and everything else. They got 5 of them now.
Okay, cool.
So, and they're adding more on the dailies and everything else. So basically, it's going to make sure there's a spread there constantly. Because a lot of times what will happen is the market will move and you'll have nothing to trade.
Yes.
We've all had that happen. It's like, oh man, I want to do a spread, but there's nothing there.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's been one of the biggest challenges I've been talking about. It's like, man, I tell people about spreads, but then there's no spreads because the market moved past the ceiling or below the floor or whatever. So they're all deep in the money or deep out of the money, and I like them to trade them where they're, inside the spread. The market's in between the floor and ceiling.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
So now that they're doing 5, and that's going to roll over to live soon, that's just going to make spreads just even that much more attractive than they've already been.
Yeah.
So it'll make it where there is, more often than not, there will be a spread trade. Even on your more volatile days, you'll have spreads that are available.
Which is absolutely huge. So, folks, Friday morning, Daryl was at a great rodeo Monday, right? And I'm sure that was great, right?
Oh, yeah. So we went out Friday, we went out Saturday. We had several rodeos. We had the Stock Show Rodeo.
Okay.
And Felicity took 3rd in the San Antonio Stock Show.
Congratulations. That's amazing.
And then we went out to a play day on Saturday, which is it's a rodeo where everybody just gets together, has fun, it's for ribbons, for the cash.
Yeah.
And she won a check in San Antonio,
Sweet.
And so she totally dominated that, took first. And
how old is she? 10? Is she 10?
She's 9.
She's 9. You have to see this. She's a barrel racer, folks. It's just like
and
a mind blow.
Against the adults, and she knows all the champions. We went to the American, which was at Cowboy Stadium, and she didn't qualify for that this year. She's working on it.
Okay.
And but if you win in your division, it's a $100,000 check.
Wow.
And if you win 3 years total, then anybody who their third, one guy won his 3rd year at the American, you get $1 million check, or that splits up between how many other people won it. And only one guy won his 3rd year. Wow. So literally he won the last 2 years and this year. So it's called the Triple Crown.
Yeah.
So he got $1 million check on top of his $100,000 check. Not bad for 20 seconds of riding.
Wow.
And so she competed in that though, and she did really well. She got pretty close.
Yeah.
And so that's her big goal. She's like, it's not if, but when I'm going to get one of those buckles and one of those really big checks. She's focused on that.
I know, man. How cool is that? That's crazy.
And we're going to the Houston Stock Show this week. So she's competing out in Houston. That's the biggest one out of
Hey, I got my cowboy boots on today.
There you go. I'm wearing my cowboy boots and my Spurs and ready to go.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
And so she's just having a lot of fun. And then let's see, after that, she has what does she have? She has another. She's in Little Britches, which is pro rodeo.
Yeah.
It's basically the younger 18 and under version of pro rodeo.
Yeah.
And so she loves that because she gets paid cash right there.
And she cleans up on that one, I bet, right?
Yeah, she goes out to those, and we camp out, and we have the big living quarters, horse trailer and all that.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go work with some friends of ours that are cutting horse champions. It's really fast movement.
Okay.
If you ever watch cutting, it's it's insanely fast. You got to be able to.
Well, watch the videos. You have to see this, folks. You have to see this young girl, how she goes around these barrels, man. It's a mind blower, man.
And the guy that's going to train her has the most world titles of anybody, and he wants to work with her in cutting because it makes you a better barrel racer.
So would you do a deal with him? You teach him how to trade, and he's going to teach your daughter how to ride?
I would, but they don't even want to compete. They just love her. They were she's so awesome. And
that is so cool.
It's really cool. People come out of the woodwork, and they're just hey, we want to help her, and so they'll spend a day or two, a few days with her.
Yeah, you can see that. I can see that.
And they like being part of her success, and she's just done really well. And
it makes sense.
She's very polite. She listens, and she puts into practice what she hears right away. She's not so old yet that she challenges everything.
Yeah.
So she doesn't necessarily keep it, but she'll try everything that is told to her. She'll do it exactly as they say, and then she'll incorporate it into how she rides afterwards.
Amazing.
So she's smart enough to listen and gain from them and go, okay, how do I apply that to what I do?
Yeah, exactly.
And so it's pretty cool. So so she gets a lot of offers for a lot of it's free training, which is awesome.
Oh, they want to make their mark, and they can make her mark basically watching her and basically getting her trained big time. I can see that.
She's got a couple sponsors now that give she wears helmets.
Yeah.
By CosmicCowboyHats.com. Okay.
Yeah.
Throw it out there for them, and they make really crazy cowboy hats and helmets.
Nice.
I mean, all sorts of crazy, designs.
Okay.
And I couldn't get her to wear a helmet, and I mean, the girl's going 30 miles an hour on a horse.
Oh, I know, man, I know.
And turning 3 times, and she's doing 100 yards in 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So I was. It's not that I couldn't make her wear a helmet, but. It's just not cool. It hasn't been cool to wear a helmet.
Yes.
In rodeo, every other horse sport, every other sport that, they wear them.
Sure.
And one of the NFR riders, I was talking to her. We're friends with her. She follows her on Facebook. That's a national, rodeo champion, and
Yes.
she follows her on Facebook. And she's like, well, I'll send her my helmet if she'll wear it. And so like Felicity is like, oh, what? Because she knew who she was. She's like, oh my God, she'll send me her helmet. She's like, yeah, and she'll sign it.
That's awesome.
So Felicity said, okay, I'll wear it, I promise. And she wore it, and she actually fell off her horse 2 weeks later.
I saw her. I saw her on Facebook, man. I saw her in the pictures when she got it, which was awesome, right? No,
Yeah, and like she got it, and then she fell off her horse a couple weeks after she got that free helmet.
Thank God.
And it saved her life. The doctor said it saved her life. She was back up on her horse in 2 days, and the hat company that makes the hats saw about this, and so they picked her up as a sponsor because she represents what they stand for, which is, basically just protecting people's lives. Moms, like they even make ones for bull riders.
And that has the guts to get back up on the horse, man.
Exactly. So
that's intense.
That's
that's the number, man. Well, listen, man, congratulations, and we look forward to basically watching her, just keep going forward. And folks, Friday morning right here, 10 to 11, Darryl, Tommy, myself. Darryl, you have a great one, a safe one, and of course we look forward to the show Friday.
All right, man. See you then.
Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go to Tom in Tampa. Hey, Tom, what's going on, brother?
This is Mark, actually.
Okay, that's a beautiful thing. What's happening, Mark?
Hey, it's Mark in Fort Collins. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. Hey, so I want to get your opinion. I'm looking at AK Steel. It's been a little rocket ship.
Yeah.
And it's coming up into a couple areas that look, it's really coming up on light volume compared to a couple of swing points I'm looking at. and I'm itching to take a short on it.
Don't even think about it.
Don't even think about it. All right.
Okay, so check it out, folks. See, all the steel companies are going to go a lot higher. So you have AK Steel up 15% today. It's up 57 cents, $3.50. The low for the year is 164. The high is 593. Now, these had already tested their lows, had dramatically lighter volume, which they were going into. You know, this one here, you had a high volume low that first was laying out there from 08 at $9.39 with 286 million shares. Then it gets to a lower low of 520 with 153 million shares. And then watch this. Then it gets croaked with 121 million shares and goes down to 164, okay? Right. Now, then it comes off the low. I wasn't watching this, but I was watching U.S. Steel when it was doing this, right? It comes off the low, has juice off the low, number one. So what ends up happening is that the reason I brought you to that first level mark, which is that $9 level, that's where this thing wants to go back to, okay? So it's not going to go one way. So what you had happen out here today, folks, is this, is that the U.S. government imposed tariffs on China of 266% for all the steel products. They also imposed tariffs on a lot of other countries on steel products. So, of course, this thing took off like a rocket ship. They all took off like a rocket ship. So, you know, I wouldn't be shotting it, man. This thing wants to, the next swing point up here is what? Well, actually, it's an ABC up here. So let me see. This is a big ABC up. This commodity market is on too. Well, actually, no, it's not an ABC up. No, because it just did 100% move. But I expect.
Let me show you what I was looking at. So I'm looking at on a weekly, and I'm looking at the week of July 27th. And 90 million shares,
sure.
Swing point, swing point is 368.
Right.
I'm looking at 2 weeks in January, the 126 and.
I see it. Yeah.
Well, that had 95 million and 89 million. We're coming up to both of those areas with 27 million, maybe. So maybe the week will have 50. So about half the volume. So that's what I was looking at.
Okay, so you have a $3.50 stock.
Right.
Right, so that's the most you can make, right?
I was just going to buy a couple puts. I'm not going to go crazy, anything like that.
I wouldn't do it, man. If I do anything, I'd wait for retracement, buy the heck out of these things, man. What happens with steel is this. Steel, folks, here, watch this. I'm going to put U.S. Steel up. If you want to see how crazy steel is, folks, when it goes up and down, check this out. I'm going to bring this back 40 years for you. I'll bring it back 50 years so you can just see how dramatic steel is when it moves. So if we go back to 1992, U.S. steel went from $22 up to 46, back to 27, and then steel crashed. U.S. steel went down to $9, right? Then it goes from $9 up to $196, and then crashes again to 16. In 2009, it's 16. In 2010, it's $70. When steel moves, man, it moves beyond belief. And this move here just may be one of those moves, man.
Okay.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Okay. Let's go to Tom in Tampa. Hey, Tom, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good. Hey, Tom, take a look at that gold contract. Are we going to go down and take out that 1222 area before taking out that 1264?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, we're at 1239. We're pushing the swing points again with volume. You know, that's saying it's going to make the run for this 1263. If we get juice on it, man, 1400 is going to be here before you know it.
Okay.
You know, so it's a consolidation, you know, right now. But, you know, yesterday we got the 1249. We did 220,000 contracts. We're at 172, so that means we'll do a couple 100,000 today. This is pushing highs with volume.
Okay.
Cooking, brother.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Let's go to Scott in San Francisco. Hey, Scott, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good. So I was doing a little search on Fidelity just to try and track platinum.
Okay.
And this platinum group metals came up, so I started looking at it. They were at the show there in Hollywood, Florida.
Yes.
And the president did a presentation.
This
today.
is the BMO show, yes.
Yeah. Do you know anything about them?
I do.
Okay.
So what are you thinking of doing?
Well, they claim that they're starting to pull ore out.
Okay.
I don't know. I need a better opinion.
Don't buy them. Okay. Yeah, let's go through it. Okay. So this is what's going on, folks. Okay. This is a great question. So here's the stock. It's Platinum Group Metals. Okay. The low is 95 cents. The high is 5.90. This company here, okay, has now the guys that are running this company right now, I do not know. Okay, I can tell you that. I've been to enough of these programs, though. Okay, that the history. I could see that you were asking for this, so I was trying to do a cross-reference. First off, this is what you have. This is an exploration company that has no revenue. If I bring you back to 2001, one of the guys that actually was involved with this at the very beginning that had his name on it, I wouldn't deal with them, period. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to. Now, the guys that are in there now, I don't know, just so you understand that. But no, I would not put a dime into this company, period.
Okay. So the claim is that a arm of the Japanese government has funded some of their projects to look at this. What do they call it? Well, I don't know. There's several projects they're working on down there, but it sounds like they have some kind of money behind them. I don't know.
Listen, there's always a story.
Yeah.
In the markets, there's always a big story in the metals market. Okay, that's what it comes down to. That's what happens is that I just gave you what I thought, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
understood.
So
exactly.
it's a dangerous market. I know. Let me tell you something. I don't even know sometimes how some of these miners get away with it for so many years. And specifically, what happens, folks, is this: is that they start an exploration company. They don't have anything there. They raise a bunch of money. Then they go to the next company and start, and they go to the next company. It's you better understand, what companies you're getting into. Thanks for the call, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now up 1. You get the NASDAQ flat. S&Ps are up 1. We'll get right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go to Kim in Denver, Colorado. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Good. Tommy, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Good to hear from you.
Good. Huh?
Good to hear from you.
Yeah. Can you look at FCX for me?
Yeah.
Will it test the 1040, 50?
Yeah, Freeport McMoran is rocking, folks. It's taken out a B point with volume. It's an ABC up. So this is off the low of $3.65. You're at $8.90. It's taken out a B point today. So your A point on this is 465. A point was generated out here February 11th. 465. Yep. Your B conservatively would be like 760. You could use the top one, but let's use 760 and stay conservative. So 760, what's that? That's $3. Your C point is 655. That gives you $10, man. And I suspect it's going to actually go further than that. Looks to me your next stop is almost.
There's a
1243.
High, right?
Yeah, 1243, $14, which is not. Which is really easy to do on an equity like this, man. You know what I mean? You got,
So what would you put a stop on it?
1420.
The stop?
No. 1420 is your first price target. Okay, so if you do the stop.
Not the 10. There was a 10 high swing, like 10,
yeah,
20.
I think I just put it. The 14's kind of sticking out like a sore thumb. That'll be easy to get. Well, nothing's easy. We know that.
I know.
So let's see.
I bought some when it got up to like.
Okay, so no, I see what you're looking at. 1051, Kim. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah,
that's the bottom of that, right? That would be the bottom of that. Yeah.
And the high is like 1420,
it is,
right?
It is. Yeah.
So what stop would you put in there?
So what I do at the stop, folks, is this. I end up putting them on a 10-minute first, and then I'm looking for. Now this is going to be pretty cool. What you're looking for is a high volume spike intraday, and you put the stop underneath it. Now this is what you just had, which is really cool. Someone else just come in this equity at 330. You see the spike? That's 2.8 million shares. Now watch this. That's a monster expansion. You're going to see another one, then go like this. So what I'm doing now, if you're watching Target TV, what I'm doing right now, folks, is that I just turned around, and what I'm doing is I'm putting in the trade, and there it is right there. So look at this. Someone just bought 350,000 shares at 334. Okay, so now what you know is that you have a large institution that's going in here big time. So watch these trades, folks. This is amazing. These trades, and this is easy money for big institutions. You get 569,000 trades. I'm talking about one trade at a time. 550,000. The one we just talked about was 350. 385, 250, 250. You got institutions coming in. So we're not going to put the stop right there because that's too close. But that's what you want to know first. I would put under 797.
Okay.
What I'm doing there is I'm taking the 1040 this morning deal and put it underneath there. And as it keeps going every day, basically just keep up in that stop.
Yeah.
You know, and now
I bought some, sold it at 8 something, and then when it retraced back to like $4 or $5, I think it was $4.99. So I bought some again. So.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Good action, brother.
All right, thanks. Good to talk to you.
You
Tommy.
too, Kim. It's always a pleasure,
All right.
man. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Let's go to Lena in Richmond, New York. Hey, Lena, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
Good, good. I was looking for an entry point on U.S. Steel to get in, if there's any retracement.
Okay, so let's take a look at it. U.S. Steel is up $2 today. These things are rocket ships, folks. And Lena's doing the right thing, meaning wait for a retracement. This will probably run to like $12.43 first, and then you could end up getting a retracement back to $9.58. So it's breaking the consolidation today. It goes up to where the gap was from November 3rd, and then, you know, we'll see whether you get a retracement. But don't jump. Do not jump in right now. The stock just went from $7.32 to $11.29 in 4 days.
But you think it might go up first before
Yes, it will.
Come down?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a very powerful move out here today. And what you have, unless you're in front of a machine out here, folks, there's going to be plenty of, you know, institutions that aren't in front of machines. There are meetings. There's plenty of people that aren't. They're going to realize what you're going to, you know, it's going to be all over the news tonight that the president basically put tariffs on China. The tariff that was put on is pretty extreme. It's 266%. So what that means specifically, folks, is this, is that they felt that it wasn't just China, too. It was a bunch of other countries. I'll read them. But 266%. So all the steel that's coming in from China, let's say that they say that's $1 a pound. Well, guess what? Now that $1 a pound just turned into $3.66 a pound because they're going to up it by 266%. That makes our steel companies sell a lot of steel. So it's a protectionist move in a way. But so that's why you see these steel companies going to the moon.
Right, like AKS, MT, they're all
going.
Like
Every one of them's going.
20%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's
thanks.
a big deal. Okay, have a great one. Have a safe one.
Okay, thanks a lot.
And let me get those. Here it is. So I'll get you the. Let's see. Department of Commerce imposed tariffs this morning as much as 266% of cold-rolled steel after determining that they were priced unfairly. The government imposed tariffs of 266% on China, with goods from Brazil, India, South Korea, Russia, Japan, and the UK also subject to duties. So bottom line is that they're doing it right across. They're protecting the steel companies. Brazil's going to face 39% penalties. South Korea faces taxes of 6.9%. After seven countries were found to have dumped the product at unfairly low prices in the U.S. market. In December, the government found China, India, Italy, South Korea had dumped corrosion-resistant steel in the U.S. and levied taxes of 256% on imports from China. Other duties range from 3 to 9%. 3 to 9% makes sense, but the bottom line is that they just took that and. But hey, listen, you know, technically these things are set up to go higher. So keep your eye on them because that trade I think will last for a while. Let's go to John in New Jersey. Rob in New Jersey. Hey, Rob, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm good.
Cool.
So I had a question about a win. It's kind of an overall question, too. I was waiting for the market to go up to short, and now I don't know.
Okay.
Does Win look like a good short now after a $28 move, or is it look
Not
like a good
yet.
base, like it's going up?
No, not yet. Win just went from, you know, if we look at Win from March of 2014, it was $247, gets down to $52. You know, came off the low pretty good. Let me just say this. Pull this one. So you're over 76. No, the next move in this looks like somewhere around 108. You know, where I'm going, Rob, I'm going at the lows of May of 2015. You know, and that still could be a dead cat bounce, but if you get up to that level and you got light volume, then you get some action. I wouldn't be shorting this right now, man.
Yeah, I mean, do you think maybe you have to wait a lot longer to short the market now?
Oh, I'm going to be short the market. I'm waiting until this cash S&P is somewhere up until the 2043 level. Stay right there. We're coming right back.
Well, I got to go. Have a good day.
Have a great one, man.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 13, Nasdaq's up 6, S&Ps are up 3.5. And don't forget, folks, every trading day, right on your cell phone, you can get. So we stream content 24 hours a day, folks. We stream live content every trading day. On Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 at night. Tuesday, Thursday, 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 at night. You can get it right on your cell phone. Just go to TFNN.com and hit Tiger TV. Let's go to John in New York. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. All this talk about steel reignited my interest in Cliffs Natural Resources.
Good for you.
What price would you buy it? CLF is the symbol.
Yep, you get Cliffs Natural Resources, folks. Okay, this is a diversified mining and natural resource company. This would be iron ore and coal. Now, coal, no doubt, is not worth anything, folks, okay? Iron ore is, though, and iron ore prices went up dramatically yesterday. If you want to go look at what the correspondent equity is, it would be Valley. VALE, that little baby, in the last 2 days just went from 269 to 358. CLF, we go over to CLF. We take a look at CLF. Okay, so you're up 55 cents today. You're at 280. So Man, these things all want to move big time. Amazing. Okay. So, you know, so when you take a look at these folks, okay, the cool thing here is that these can be dead cat bounces and still go up like an amazing amount of money, because this stock was $121. So when we take a look at this and just say a dead cat bounce, you can get the dead cat bounce can bring you to 374 to $5. Well, the real
What about a retracement?
Yeah, no, I know what you say. What about a retracement? But it's up 20% today. It's like, okay.
I know. It was 25% a few minutes ago.
Yeah, right. 293. What I do is this. Let it go. Okay, so October 7th, right? The stock 2 days prior to that was to 233, ends up going to 373, and then backs down to 257. So we know inside of that texture, you know, you can get a correction. It'll probably hit 293 first, then backs off. Now, if it backs off, what I would do is this. I would take, it could back off to 197 again, you know, because we're 233. Where I'm going with the 233, what happens is this, folks. If you take that's where it went in a lower trading range. The 233 is the next trading range. You see what I'm saying? 233 to 373.
Do you think Valley is a better company?
Oh, yeah. Much better.
It is?
Yeah, here, let me just show you. It's watch. Well, first off, they get when you look at this company here, okay, so Cliffs does $1.8 billion, right? There's a couple of different things happening with Valley, too. Watch this. This is pretty sick, actually. Valley does $92 billion. $92 billion. $25 billion. They're the largest iron operator in the world. Yeah. Yeah. I'd go, okay, you got to understand something. I own this, just so you understand. We own the Gold Report, and I own this. So I'm not telling you to buy it because I own it, though. This is a better company, man. You know what I mean? So, and this company got killed, too. Listen to this. Look, watch this. This is pretty sick. This company went from $42 down to, I think, 42 cents. Well, no, $2. $2.13. So, and, you know, this can go to 970. And a dead cat bounce.
That's a Brazilian company, isn't it?
No, Australian.
Australian. Okay.
Australian, yeah. Actually, hold on. Yeah, no, it's the iron ore. It is in Brazil. It is in Brazil, but you know what they have? They have the largest iron ore mine in Australia. It's a Brazilian company, though. Yes, it is. Cooking, brother.
Thanks.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming back with some numbers for you. Dow up 25. NASDAQ down up 11. We're going
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Sean in Canada. Hey, Sean, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how's it going, brother?
It's going great, man. How you doing?
I'm a huge fan of the show. I just found out about you guys within the last month and a half.
Okay.
And I can't believe, I'm like, where did these guys come from?
How did you find out about us?
Sometimes I'll go in the search engine and try to find some market analysis.
Okay, man. Welcome to the Tiger family. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us, man.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm just excited to watch your bid. I get a lot out of them. I really love the intros you do and the excitement and the energy, and you guys are pretty special.
Well, we get a great network, man. And there's a lot of diversity, man, and we're really lucky. Thank you so much for calling, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Sean. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
You too, bud.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Be faithful to that which exists nowhere but in yourself. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 34. Nasdaq up 13, S&P's up 5.5. Gold contract up $10.30, traded at $1,241 an ounce. Gold, folks, is building cause. Got big volume again today. That baby wants to get up and over its swing high. Silver up 21 cents, $14.97. Silver is still building cause to get to its October swing highs, and silver does need more volume. Wasn't bad out here today, but it does need more. Platinum was down $3 at $9.35 an ounce. Copper caught a bid once again, up 5 pennies at $2.18 a pound. Copper wants higher price. In fact, many commodities want higher price, folks. You got a commodity bull happening in spades right now. Oil up 48 cents, trading at $34.88 a barrel. Also, I suspect we're going to build a little cause here, far higher price in oil. Bonds, the 10-year note down 6 ticks, 129.13. 30-year bond up 16 at 162.27. And King Dollar couldn't handle higher price. King Dollar is trading out at a price point down 180 at 98.18. I expect that you're going to see King Dollar make its way into lower price once again. The euro is trading at 108, and the yen is trading at 113.38. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so yesterday, we take a look at the SPY. The SPY took its swing point out with volume. It did 141 million shares. It has been building cause to get up over the February 1st swing point. We're at 199 right now on the SPY. Now, bottom line, our benchmark out here from the low of December 18th is 199.83. Now, that benchmark, folks, has 251 million shares traded. That being said, what I expect, and this is no doubt, this is a benchmark across all the indices, but what I expect you're going to get here is this, is deviances are just awesome in the marketplace, folks. So what we did is this. We took the swing point out. We took it out with volume. We knew in order for this market to go lower, folks, everyone's got to get bullish. That's just how markets go. Bottom line, if we take a look at this S&P and we pull it back, what you're going to see is this, is that your first downdraft in this marketplace, and, you know, markets basically, people forget how fast markets go down. Well, in August, we were trading out at 210. We go down to 182, fast, furious. Guess what? Come all the way back topside to get everyone bullish again. We go to 211. We're at 211 in November. It hangs up there for a month and a half, 2 months. Boom, goes all the way down to 181. There had to be something to get everyone bullish again. We got it. What do we get? You basically crawled all the way back topside. You took a swing point out yesterday with volume. Now what I expect you're going to see is that this will not only get into the 199.83, you're going to see it go by it. There's a gap higher at 203.87. That's where I expect you're going to see this thing go. So I wouldn't be throwing the switch on the short position just yet. NDX 100. What do you have with the NDX 100? That was a flat market, up 4 cents today. You had already taken out your B point. You took it out with volume yesterday. NDX 100, December 18th, same swing, 109.83. What I expect you're going to see, though, more than likely you're going to get up to that gap of 111.84. Gold. What do we have with gold? Bottom line, folks, gold wants higher price. It's been building cause. We've done 174,000 contracts out here. We still have 2 days before the end of the week. Now, 1263.90 is the high in this contract. That was established on the 11th of February. I suspect by Friday we're going to be going after this. The real kicker is we're going to get it. If we get it with volume, guess what? You're going to have $1,400 gold. You don't get it with light. If it's with lighter volume and it fails, you'll be right back down the other side of this market, which would be 1191. I do expect we're going to get it, though. Why? Because many of the commodities, folks, are moving, and they are moving with conviction. You had copper up 2% today. Sugar was up 1.9. Nickel was up 1.8. Silver was up 1.5. Crude was up 1.2. Wheat was up 9/10. Bottom line is that it looks to me like we got a commodity bull coming off vicious lows in some of the commodities. Bonds. What do we got the bonds? We take a look at the 10-year out here. What you have with the 10-year is this. Now, you got to remember something. Yesterday, the bond market got smoked big time. Wide price spread, accelerated volume. You really had a flat market out here today in bonds. What I expect you're going to do is you're going to build some cars to get to what? To get a lower price. Where the subtleness comes in the bond market is this. We had volume today in this 10-year. The 10-year did 1.3 million contracts. That's big volume, folks. They're unloading these things. So the 10-year, I suspect, wants to get down to the 128.20. One area. Now, if we go over to the 30-year, and we take a look at the 30-year, this is what you have. Inside the 30-year, you got into a low, you rejected that low, and you did have lighter volume. And this is really cool, folks. Okay, so what is that? Well, that's a little divergence. Yesterday we came down with 305,000 contracts. Today we did 249. We rejected it and we got it back inside it. What does that mean? Well, one of the tigers in the den. If you haven't tested over the tiger's den, folks, great trading room. Okay, and one of the tigers in the den, he just came up with this, and it's so cool because you're gonna love this. When he came up with it, I'm short bonds, and I says, you know what, man, I'm gonna take a few of these contracts off at the close. And what he was looking at, I gotta get this because this is so cool what he said, and it's the truth. Because I was looking at the difference between the 10 and the 30 out here was like, okay, man, what's going on? And what he said is an interesting divergence between stocks and the 30-year treasuries. Bonds sold out for now with negative yields everywhere else. Where are you going to go for safety? And in that context, okay, I think he's got something there. And specifically what it is this, is that the market itself, to me, wants to go higher on a short-term basis. Then bottom line comes down dramatically. Looking at the 10 and the 30, very well, we might get a little bounce in the 10 and the 30 tonight. Shot them a little bit more, and what that would be saying overnight, you know, you're going to get high volatility overnight. I do expect that what we are going to have, though, is higher prices. Tomorrow, might happen Friday, and next week may be the time that this thing wants to go south and go south in a big way. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow finished up 34, NASDAQ up 13, S&P's up 5.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow finish up 34, Nasdaq up 13, S&P's up 4.5. And as we do each and every Wednesday at 20 past the second hour, we have our man, Mr. John Logan. Now, folks, your cell phone is a monster computer. You can listen to TFNN 24 hours a day right on your cell phone. The way you do it, just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. John kicks us off every trading day, 8 o'clock in the morning. You want to load out on the marketplace from what's happening in Asia to Europe to the S&Ps, right on your cell phone, 8 o'clock in the morning. He also has a great piece of software. It's the TAS Profile Scanner. Now, if you come over to our website at TFNN, you'll see it right on the front page. What we've just done, you can test drive it 2 weeks, absolutely free, but just no credit card. Just put your name and your email in it. We'll get her over to you within 30 seconds. It's actually quicker than that. Now, when you go over there, we also just put up a bunch of videos so you can see exactly how this profile scanner works. So check it out. It's right on the front page of TFNN. John Logan, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. Good to be back with you. Man, these metals, huh? Oof.
Oh, man. The commodities, man, it's exciting because I like how steel's moving. I like how iron ore is moving, man. I mean, something's going on, you know?
You know what's cool is all of them are kind of moving in concert now, and that's we talked about these bottoms for a while, especially in crude oil, and the XLE has just blown a gasket today, and that's usually somewhat of a leading indicator. And crude oil, in my opinion, has at least got that 36 and change in it, bare minimum. Yes. So I mean, there's some really good, I think some rest of the way moves left in some of these commodities. I don't think they're going to catch anybody kind of buying them on the highs right now in this move. I think they've got a ways to go.
Oh, I agree, man. No, I think I felt, really for about the last 4 months, it was just feeling like 2001, 2002, man. What had happened, folks, in 2001, 2, before the commodity really started, some of these commodities were in 20-year bear markets. And the way they were coming off the bottoms, they says, man, hold it, this thing is sold out, man. And, so we'll see, but that's how they've reacted, because they're coming off the bottoms with force. Wide price spread, conviction, big time, man.
I'm showing the XLE right now. I mean, we people that tune into the show know that we've been kind of hawking this.
Big time. You're one of the first ones that picked it up, man. I mean, it's insane, right?
Well, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to pick this one out. I mean, like, we just made these higher lows compressing into this 57 area, and then kind of got above yesterday, went back and retested it as a gift this morning, and now we're up $2.50 in an ETF today, and really there's nothing in the way of this for a little while. And with crude oil sitting, in my opinion, on the April contract, it's really tested this, this 33.5 area really well. I think it's, we got about another $2 in this thing, and that would in turn drag that XLE up even more, in my opinion. So,
there's no doubt, man.
So it's a decent little play on some oil stocks that have been gotten just. What's ExxonMobil doing? I hadn't even looked at that today. Is that
No. It did it. Exxon, it didn't take out a high yet. Exxon's up $1.42. But it's going. It's Exxon. We're at 82.70, folks. It's going to go after $87, man. That swing high is just waiting to get hit up there from November 3rd, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was just awesome how it held support, 79.58. Now, 84.29 is a big number there. I think it could actually overshoot it.
Yeah.
And that it takes a lot to move that stock, as you know.
It does.
It's just a huge week for this, and that's institutions kind of waiting for pullbacks on it and just really hit it really hard this week, right all week long, really.
Well, listen, folks, go over and test drive the scanner. I can tell you, Murphy Oil, okay? Murphy Oil is up $2, okay? And I'll tell you flat out, folks, okay? Murphy Oil, we happen to own it. Bottom line, I got this, I got this right off your scanner, man. And the way I did it, you know what I like to do. And there's a lot of different ways that you can use the scanner, folks, okay? But it's a no-brainer as to, well, okay, no, it's not a no-brainer. What it is that I happen to, we do price and volume, but what I like to look at all the time in that scanner, the morning when I wake up, is I want to know on a bad day what looked good on the 4-hour. So if we can just bring that up, John, because I want to show them what I like to do. And this is what happens, folks, is that when you have a bad day in the marketplace, right, what are you looking for? And John talks about this in the morning. I'm looking for a stock that refuses to go down on a bad day in the marketplace. And, in fact, the scanner will pick up that, hey, guess what? This not only went down, but it's at a profile and it wants to go higher. And the day that we got into this, John, with the market had pulled back, but there was only 4 stocks like that inside the oil. I was onto the oil. I took the ETF on the oil. But it was so cool, man. I says, and guess what? For 3 days, it didn't move, folks. And then all of a sudden, boom, here we go.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to go back to crude for a second, which obviously involves what you're saying.
Yes.
And I'm going to pull up WTI on the scanner. We put these charts in here, just kind of snapshot charts.
Sure.
I want you. You're a big fan of the 240s, and there's that crude price. But these 240s, this kind of started, back in the 30 area.
Right.
And these 240s have just regulated it up. It finds support. I mean, we always kind of try to say, what's the long-term trend view and where's the edge on the long term? Then how do we kind of regulate that trade up or down? And these 240s are just insane when it comes to that notion. And now they're kind of getting on top of the box again here on this 240 time frame, which is really neat.
Look at that, huh?
I know.
Amazing.
And if you got any charting packages out there, you can kind of use these levels. Or these inflection points that there's so much in the scanner, but one of them is this cell structure. We offered on 4 different time frames.
Yes.
And you can grab these inflection points. A caller was in this morning talking about trading the S&Ps based on the way he kind of uses this thing. And, he kind of was focusing on the 60-minute profiles, if you will.
Yeah.
But, long-term guys, I mean, I don't use it to trade ultra short-term, but it's got a massive amount of value to do that. I look at it, as you know, we talk about this all the time. We try to find things that are raising their hand. When the market's doing a certain kind of stunt, we try to find things that are showing anomalies in here relative to profiles. And this video series I did, there's 15 or 20 videos on your site now. They're really short clips. It's not the end all. It's not, I could do 1,000 of them on different ways to use this, but those are kind of some hot points. People can go in there, kind of, take a different view on things with this scanner. And, we could talk about what happens when you click the green button or red button and, just kind of basic configuration stuff. But these are really how to, in my opinion, use the scanner really quickly to try to wring some points out of the marketplace.
Yeah, so. There's no doubt. And, folks, just come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see it right on the front page. You just put your email in and your name. You can test drive for 2 weeks. 8 o'clock in the morning, John is on, walking you through it each and every day. Your bottom line is that you're going to see how powerful it is, and as you can go right through the marketplace and see what's happening. And it's a trip, man. So now let's talk the S&Ps. I heard our man Dave from Clearwater calling you this morning. That was awesome. Dave was basically bisecting and dissecting that scanner, which is a beautiful thing, Oh, hey, you stay right there. Short break. We're coming right back. This is John Logan, Tom O'Brien. Folks, we want to hear from you. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow finished up 34. NASDAQ up 13. S&P's up 5.5. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how EverBank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? EverBank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? EverBank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. EverBank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, swim lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow finished up 34, Nasdaq up 13, S&P's up 450. We're talking about our man, Mr. John Logan. Okay, so, you know, we were talking yesterday. I know we were approaching the top of the profile.
Yeah.
So let's. Oh, here. No, you got something else up here. We can talk about that, but I'd like to talk about the top of that S&P profile too. Okay.
Yeah. I've got the weekly up right now, and you know, I did a video. I don't know if Tommy got it this morning. This pre-market on. Yeah, it went out to a lot of places.
Sure.
This 1975 area, you know, we came down. We talked about, you know, this point of control and a big wide profile as being kind of the support area on the long term. But, you know, we've raced up pretty hard this week, and we talked about 1975 on the future side was going to be something that's not necessarily a time to, hey, let's reverse it and just put all the shorts in gear. It was just a target-rich environment for longs, and we've been kind of talking about that 240 and the daily kind of helping that long pattern up.
Yes.
Now, you know, a lot of times the hardest thing in the world is to sit on your hands, and right now, taking some weight off on the long side and not necessarily saying, okay, it's time to reverse everything. This is about, in my opinion, now that this has kind of happened, it's about waiting to see where this Friday close happens, and if we can, you know, start getting some ideas from the scanner on some of the breadth situations, some of the stocks starting to roll over, maybe on the short term, and getting below 75, then it might be okay to start thinking about that. But you know what? I mean, this.
No, you're right. No, and folks, so check this out. So, you know, John's going to be talking about it on the show. I'll be talking about it in the afternoon. What we're going to be looking for now is this. We're going to be looking for divergence inside this market. You know where we are right now, what the breadth is saying, and what is so wild, man, is that just picture it, John, right? The way this market went topside again, you can see how the bulls can get bullish. Well, look at the screen. Look at all that green. Hey, you know what? I got it. Folks, this is what's going on. We know what's going on. What is going on? St. Patrick is coming. It's St. Patrick's Day, man. It's going to come early, man.
I never thought about that relationship like this.
And guess what? Guess what comes with St. Patrick's Day?
The river's green in Chicago. That's one thing.
And what else? The leprechauns, man. That's the pot of gold.
Oh, my goodness. Man, you're bringing it all together. I've never... Wow.
Totally, man. We're going to take that pot of gold and we're going to go down to your new office down in Columbia and do the program out of that, man. You
know what? I was getting ready to mention that because that cool spot, which is one of the coolest spots in that city, Medellin. The guy just emailed me about that. He said the week's open between the 28th and the 5th completely. So I'm going to lock it in, and then we're going to start planning.
So I got to go to a reunion in Boston for the 1st. Okay.
Oh, do you? Okay.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. We can figure that out. I was on that. Folks, you know what's a mind blower, man? John had done his program down there about a month ago, I guess, and I looked at the weather, and the weather is the exact same every single month because it's so high in the Andes Mountains, right? That's what's going on.
It's the exact same every single day.
That is so cool, man. That's crazy.
Well, it's not a best kept secret anymore. I mean, people were kind of concerned about going to, Colombia and Escobar and all that for a while. I mean, it's a totally different ballgame.
But that was 45 years ago, exactly. Right.
I don't know about 45. It was a good ways to go.
Hey, you could have come to South Boston 30 years ago and got killed. So bottom line is that
when I landed in Chicago, I was on South Wabash.
Right.
Right inside the loop, like the last little leg there.
That's intense.
Somebody got murdered like 3 days after I got there, right outside my condo. So things can change.
In all the cities, exactly. Yeah. So look at all that green, folks. What we're looking at right now, if you're looking at the Tiger TV screen, that is the world. Oh man, look at all that green, man.
Yeah, and the Nikkei really is something I've been looking at. Like it. Of all things, I mean, this thing has really been getting some legs. And
was that 4% last night, I think, right?
Yeah, I mean, bucking the trend hard with the disconnect from the Shanghai was kind of showing itself. And now the Shanghai, I actually think, and Joey was kind of saying this ahead of time.
Yeah.
I'm showing it right now. I mean, this thing could get easily back into 3,000. And I was actually surprised at showing the weekly now. I was kind of surprised it actually got back in this weekly profile here. But, it's a really good case in point that, the U.S. stock market had really weathered so many storms globally. Like all these things were, man. I mean, and it was the index that was out there that was saying, hey, you know what? I don't want to be sold, and I'm the safety play. These other things turn around to even a smidget like this. Man, the U.S. market is just, really.
Last night, folks, the Shanghai was up more than 4%.
Yeah.
And guess what? It had some volume. It did 27 billion shares. So that's not bad. That last get-go down was 26 billion. You can see this is going to be cool, man, watching this thing shake out. Now, you know what's really cool, John, is that in this is what's so powerful also about the scanner, folks, and is that the correlation of looking across the water in Asia.
Yeah.
I'm not itching to short this thing yet, okay? But at the swing points, I'm going to be itching to short it, right? But guess what? I will not touch that short position if overnight all those things are still basically looking good and the breadth. And what happens, folks, is this. There's two different aspects in this, okay? You can get price, but if that breadth, meaning that there's more equities that are going down and they're still staying up, and the divergence, then you get action. Then that's like, okay, man, underlying, right? We got weakness.
Yeah. I want to pull this back up. This is our, and when you say breadth, a lot of people out there are going, well, that's probably how many stocks are up relative to how many stocks are down. This is a breadth associated with our balanced areas.
Yes.
And nobody else puts this out.
Yeah.
I think it's very, very valuable.
Crucial to know that, exactly.
Yeah. So I've got the Shanghai just simply the crossovers that have happened here. Here's our weekly, and I want to go back in time. I want to show you that, July 2014, we crossed into positive territory, and then the almost internet stock type rally happened. Then we had the crossover into negative breath on what was that, around June 2015? Had a slide. We were able to catch a little bit of a bid in it. Just got hammered at the first of the year, crossed into negative territory again. That's when that slide happened. We haven't actually crossed into positive territory again on the long-term breath on the Shanghai, but if that happens, I'm telling you, that is a strong signal. Yeah. And that would really bode well. The U.S. market looking for opportunities to kind of get long again. That's going to be a little concerning for shorts in the U.S. if that happens.
There's no doubt, man. And listen, it's so sick. I mean, I don't think our own S&P is going to do that, but the most deviant thing the S&P could do is go over the highs, folks. Okay, after two downdrafts, go over the highs, spike the high intraday, and then give it up. It's like, oh my God, right? Yeah,
and the rattling around of the political scene right now, and this market
rattling around. I like that. The rattling around.
The catching of the bid in this market right now is just, it's really like, oh my goodness, if the political scene kind of calms down, and I don't think that's going to happen actually. But
hey, did you have your popcorn in front of your TV last night watching everything?
My goodness, this is entertainment to its fullest.
Oh, Tommy and I had so much fun. One of my cousins are down here, right? We had 3 O'Briens. We're in front of the TV, man. We had so much fun watching it. I mean, it was just where it's at. Here, can you hang with us another?
Sure.
Okay, cool,
absolutely.
Man. You stay right there, folks. John and I are coming right back. We had the Dow finish up. NASDAQ was up. S&Ps are up. We're going to be right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. And, we're talking about, I met Mr. John Logan. We're talking markets. If we go over to that Australian dollar, you got quite a move in that Australian dollar today, John.
Yeah, man. I'm really partial to that trade.
I know. That's why I'm bringing it up. But, go ahead. I'm sorry. That's quite a move, man.
Let me find it here. Yeah, I'm showing the charts in the scanner here. Yeah, we're really looking for that pop. I mean, it's a commodity-driven continent, if you will.
Yeah.
And it was really predicated on a weekly number around 71.69, just getting back above there. This is going to really bode well for this currency. I think easily you could see 74.39 on this thing. And if these commodities really get going, and I don't really see a reason why they wouldn't.
Right.
This thing could go even higher. I think, the really cool thing with this one is we had a divergence in place with another indicator that we look at coupled with this. I mean, the scanner's basically picked out, short-term opportunities and now getting above a serious inflection point we've been paying attention to. But there's been a divergence in, this particular currency kind of making some lower lows along the way, and then this other thing that we look at making higher lows, and then this 71.69 is just a big number. I think you can orient stops around it and then just kind of let this thing breathe for a while.
And because the Aussie dollar, folks, just so you understand, like the last 3 years, it went from 105 to $1 US, 72 cents. So it's like 68 actually.
But, last time I was in Australia, it was 108.
Wow, man.
So it was incredibly painful to be there.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, at what it's kind of weathered as far as the China thing, the gold thing, all the iron ore, all the other stuff. I mean, this currency would not go down on a relative scale.
No, I know,
and
man.
I think a pop in order, maybe even into the 80 range, could be in order.
Big time. Yeah, let's stay right there. We're going to take a couple calls. We got Rick from Massachusetts. Hey, Rick, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Yeah. So, hey, I'm looking at Freeport-McMoRan. I'm regretting not getting in earlier this afternoon, and I've been looking at an entry point. The fin keeps climbing. There was a sign of strength today. So I'm just wondering what you think a good entry point in, or am I just too late in the game at this point?
Yeah, it's too late. It's an ABC up. It took the B point out. Freeport-McMoRan, folks, in 3 weeks went from $3.77 to $8.97. And this is not a penny a stock, okay? This is the largest, one of the largest gold mining stocks, if not the largest copper miner. And they bought a huge oil company at the wrong time, but now they got everything going with them. So what you have is that you took that B point out today, 797. You took it out with 84 million versus the 75. So that puts game on for about $10. I would just wait for a correction. There'll be a correction, and it'll be vicious, but these things want higher price, man, and they're going pretty quick.
Where do you think a decent entry point would be? Back down around the...
It would be...
$6 range?
No, it'd probably be 753. When they break higher, see, it's going to break into a higher trading range, right? Then most of the time when you break into a higher trading range, then what you're going to see is that you're going to see a pullback after that. This is going to be a tough one because what has happened is this, folks. My short-term deal on this, because these come off, and it's just not Freeport-McMoRan, a lot of these small equities that take in billions of dollars. It just happens to be that they have a small price because they've got killed so dramatically. I think this run's going to be fast and furious, man. They take in $16 billion. So, if you're day trading it, you could do that, but I wouldn't swing trade this thing, man, because there's what you don't have is you don't have money management in place here.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, I got one more for you.
Sure.
Whole Foods.
Whole Foods. What is that?
I think it's WFC. No, WFM.
WFM.
Oh, yeah. Whole paychecks. Let's go look and see where we go at whole paychecks here. So this is the low for the year is 28. The high is 57. What are you looking to do here?
I'm looking to get in I got in 2 weeks ago, and I got out, made a decent return on it, looking for another entry point.
Okay, so this, let's see. So 28, 39, 31. I just let this be. You gotta. I would let this get lower again. The volume's dying on the vine again. This is a consolidation, so the closer you can get into $28, the better off you're gonna be. You know what I mean? This doesn't. Yeah. So watch. We came down last week. Oh well, not last week. The week of January 15th, with 29 million shares. We're going up with. You do about. If we get 2 more days, you'll do about 25 million. That's not enough, though. You need like 50 million going up there, man. So
okay.
I would just have patience. Every time it pulls back down, if it gets down lighter volume, then you get action there.
All right, awesome.
Have a great one, man.
Thanks for all you do, Tom. Appreciate it.
Okay, have a great one. Have a safe one. Yeah, man. Did you see those steels take off today, John?
Yeah, I've been watching copper big time.
I love that copper market, man.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't really been focusing on steels, but this copper is really. I'm showing the chart right now.
Yeah.
First time, and again, would love to see a weekly close above this 2.154 area.
Okay.
We just busted above it. I know we had kind of been poking our head up on the dailies before then, but this is going to now. It could be, something. Again, you said something really important before. A lot of these run-ups, people get really excited and they just, start buying the high print, and they, it's a lot of these things are going to possibly do a little bit of a retracement back. This 215 area on copper could be that area.
Yes.
Might be able to get a little bit better price on it, but breaking trend like it's done. It's the first time it's happened since. A year ago, really.
How cool is that, right?
Yeah. I think some of all the things we've talked about already. I mean, this thing could drive north for a while.
Yeah, the thing that's so bizarre, folks, is that when it's always like things are never going to come back, and then they come back. That's just how markets go, which is hard to comprehend. Believe me, I know it is, but.
Yeah, I've kind of stayed away from the dollar situation, even talking about it. I'm scared to.
Yeah.
What do you?
Let me put. I think it failed today, but it has to. So it went DXM6. So check this out. No, it's not going to be GXH6.
I think. Are we in? No, I think we're still in March.
Are we in K's yet? No, these are still. The dollar's still there. We're going over some. So check it out. So the last 3 days, folks, you're going into 60,000 contracts. And what we did when we had price spread last week, you did 26,000. Then Monday we did 19,000. Yesterday we did 19. Today we did 14 and failed on price. Now, what you'd have to have is that you'd have to get inside again 97.61. I expect you're going to probably try to do that tomorrow, and you'll see the volume expand. And if we get that, well, guess what? Then, bottom line, you might have a monster ABC down into that 94 area. So.
Yeah, and then that would, if that's true, then, commodities are going to get repriced. I mean, this is all setting up for higher commodities, I think.
It is. And it's so crazy, man. Folks, it absolutely makes no fundamental sense. If you're a fundamentalist, you're going to be pulling your hair out. Because the Fed's saying they're going up in rates. If you go up in rates, the dollar should go up. Well, guess what? Rates don't look like they're going up. The dollar doesn't look like it's going up. And the market looks like it wants to take a dump. Hey, listen, man. We look forward to the show tomorrow. Thanks so much, John.
We'll see you then.
Okay, man. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at tfnn.com.
Welcome back, folks. Okay, so let's take a look at a few of these markets overseas, because what we had last night overseas is this, folks. The overseas markets in Asia went up from 3.7% to 4.4% in one night. Now, these markets have got killed, so that makes sense. That happens. If we start with the Nikkei had 1.7 billion shares, took all its swing points out, took it out with volume. So what does that set up? You get 16,746. That sets up, it can get to 17,900. That's an additional 1,200 from where we are. We go to Shanghai. We take a look at Shanghai. What do you have inside Shanghai? Inside Shanghai right now, you're up 4.2% last night. You're at 2,849. You had volume come in. Shanghai wants to basically run up to the 3,000 level. So that's a good run, too. That 3,000, it's 150 from where we are. Now let's go to the UK. We go to the UK. We take a look at the UK. UK is crawling up, kind of like how our S&P is crawling up. Right now, we're at 6147, 800 million, 900. Cool. So the UK also took out its February first swing high. The UK wants to, get up to 6314, which is a big move. Okay. Now let's go to the DAX in Germany. Well, we're gonna tie this all together. That's the goal here. So if we go to DAX in Germany, it's up 59 at 97.76. That 97. Look at this, man. They all take them up. So check this out. The DAX took out its swing also. That sets up the DAX can get up to, my God, the DAX can go to 10,100. So that's another 400. Okay, so now let's go to our own S&Ps, because this is where this is shaking out, folks. So deviance in the marketplace, folks, is this. The market's job is to take the most amount of money away from the most amount of people in the least amount of time. and it's the most efficient mechanism to do that. So, on the S&P, the cash S&P, a normal bounce with light volume would bring you up to, you know, the benchmark here is the low of December 18th. And the cash S&P, that's 2005. That being said, we know that we have a gap that is opened at 2025. So I suspect we're going to go to 2025. Now, looking at the rest of those indices, that's saying, hey, guess what? You can go a lot higher. And now I'm going to throw a little more into that. When you go to these commodity stocks, and if we take a look at some of the oil stocks, these oil stocks want to run also. So what's your job? Your job is to coordinate in harmony those different indices, number one. The Asian indices, the European indices, our own indice. Then you're going to look at the oils and say, okay, like I got Transocean up here. It's up 77 cents today. It's only a $9 stock. This thing wants to go higher. So what you'd be looking for in order to pull that short position is that you'd be looking for this to get extended on the way up. This probably wants to rent at $11.88, somewhere around there. And you want all that happening simultaneously so that all the what? All the breath and all the energy is taken out of the market on the way up. And, you know, as I said to John a little bit earlier, it's possible, man, that this thing can go a lot higher. But if you put all those together, if at 8 o'clock in the morning, wherever you are in the world, get right on your cell phone, go to TFNN.com, listen to our man, Mr. John Logan. Just hit Tiger TV after you go to TFNN.com, folks. He'll walk you right through the world, what's happening inside the markets, inside the breadth of the market. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night. Have a safe night. Look forward to speaking to you right back here tomorrow morning. Go get them, folks.